It was.
Me too. Yeah. We got the pitcher.
We got what?
The pitcher.
What? How'd you do that?
The only one.
Oh, the pitcher. I thought you said 3 pitchers. I'm like, okay, that's a lot.
Like, can I get 2 pitchers?
She goes, nope.
We got 1. I was like, all right.
Should I start her?
Take that. Yeah.
How do you look? How do you sound? You feeling good?
Good.
Feeling
Yeah.
good? All right. Let me see if I can. Whoa. This is crowded.
This is.
Do you want me to see if you guys are both
Wait, you're good, man.
We should be good.
Dan needs to check. He's a professional.
Yeah. He is a pro.
He's an NPR professional.
You're both in frame.
Nice.
Is that?
Can do. Oh.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bud Light today.
Ooh. So if Bud is the king of beers, what's Bud Light? Queen of beers?
Might be.
That seems feminized,
very
feminized in a way that.
It's for the light king of beers.
Wow. All right.
Hello and welcome to The Moon Underwater. I'm Kelly Daniels.
And I am Steve Jones.
And today we have a special guest, the one and only Dan Libman. How you doing, Dan?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Kelly. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
And here we are. We're standing up for the first time.
Yep.
The reason
We've
why?
never stood up before today.
Because that's true. And it's weird. My legs are tired
Already.
Yeah.
Mine too.
But there's a lot more energy.
There is.
There's a-
So
Coming out.
Dan
Way
is
more.
a professional podcaster.
Yep. That's
Unlike
right.
us, he works for public radio. No
Northern
funding.
National
So
Public Radio.
yeah,
Please give generously.
give generously. And what's it called? Your
WNIJ, Northern Public Radio.
but your show,
Oh, Under Rocks.
Under Rocks.
Yeah.
I know that because I listen to it
Okay.
all the time.
Clearly.
But I just
I just forgot.
it's
Yeah.
a geology thing, right?
It's all about geology and
Yeah. Rocks.
and strata. We could look at strata.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
A lot of stuff.
That is a big
I
word.
took rocks for Jackson College. I know that that's a word in that class.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Dan is also an author. Here's his latest book right up here.
I'm the only non-author
Hagar
here.
in Gloomtown. And Dan's an old friend of mine, and we used to do a podcast together. The Sublime, what was it called again? It was called
Personal rejection letter.
That is 26 episodes of the finest podcasting you're ever going to listen to.
I recently listened to a couple. They're good.
No,
They
I
were
thought it was really good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
And you're here for a literary event from Augustana College. I guess we'll give the
What-
old...
the
And to
bells mean
improve
that
the
you're
quality
plugging.
of this podcast. That's the main reason.
The bells are just a ref
Just
when
shout
we're
out.
like name dropping somebody,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
an advert, your favorite, taco stand or whatever.
right.
You could feel free to.
Los Portales.
Yeah.
Hey.
In Rockford, Illinois.
There you
There you
go,
go.
Rockford.
Little Rockville
You're
there,
kind of a
yeah.
Rockford guy.
Kind
and, you're kind of a.
You from there?
No, I moved there when I was 30, but
Okay.
I love it. I mean, it's my city at
Yeah.
this point now. I'm 58, so
I'm
I've
a little
been
upset about Magic Waters, not going to lie.
there. Yeah, it's still there.
They sold out.
They sold out to Six Flags.
those
Yeah, I know.
fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was a water park for my youth. That
Scintillating.
was a big deal.
Yeah.
Because there's no
Conversation.
other water parks in the Chicagoland area
Yeah.
that I can think of.
I think that's right.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Magic Waters is pretty good. But
So we fill it with Chicago assholes on the weekends during the summer. It's
it gives it that
fantastic.
nice smell.
Yeah, it does. It's amazing.
All right. I feel left out of that conversation. That hurts, but whatever.
No good water park
Rockford,
stories. Rockford.
yeah.
Go through on 39
I've been there.
to 90.
I've been there. I've been to the Oasis.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
Which
that
I
also
liked.
recently closed.
What?
Permanently, recently
Everything
shuttered.
is-
The
yeah.
Oasis was the.
I want to
It
throw
was.
this
It was
fucking
my.
beer across the room. And
It's my moon under the water. My
Yeah.
platonic bar, but it actually existed for a little while.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we're at Tommy's today, by the way. Good old Tommy's.
Yep.
This is our place we go when we have a guest, usually.
Oh,
It's been about a year since we've had a guest, apparently.
Been a
because
while. Yeah.
Jake don't work here no more, is what I was told.
Our go-to bartender who would set us up at the bar.
Yeah.
This is kind of nice in our corner here. I
I
feel
didn't.
like
I didn't ask. I didn't feel like she
it
was.
was
She was having any of it.
extremely intrusive.
Mm-hmm.
How we used to roll.
Yeah, we would go on this corner of the bar over here.
Yeah,
and
and we would set up, the camera would be in the bar area.
In the bar area.
And other people at the bar would be shouting out comments that
while we were talking,
we couldn't really
great.
hear because we have headphones on.
And
We'd be
they're
like,
all
"Oh,
very drunk.
Well, this bar does smell right. I was telling Steve.
it
This
does.
smells like a good bar.
It is a good bar.
How would
is
you
a good
describe the smell, Kelly?
Cleveland.
I don't know.
I go with Cleveland.
It
Cleveland.
smells
In the
like-
best way possible.
What about you, Dan? You're a writer.
Yeah, I would
You're right
say
about
it
smells.
smells like
Olfactory, the
yeah.
unsung sensory detail.
It smells like somebody made a little effort to clean, but then said,
Yeah.
I like that.
yeah.
That's good.
There's
It smells like it's been here a while.
I was in a
That
building.
is a reason to read your fiction.
I was in a building recently, and hey, there you go, and walked in with somebody who's a coworker, and after we were in there a minute, he leaned over, and he's very tall, and he goes, "It smells like I thought it would smell."
Nice.
And it was kind of an old 60s building.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my God, it does."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just this smells right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
50,
It's important.
50, 60 years worth of humans shedding their skin
Yeah.
just very slowly and getting into every crevice can never
Yeah.
be cleaned.
I-
That's the smell.
I'm glad that it doesn't smell like smoke, I guess.
Yeah. So, hey, Dan was, here's our transition into our
Yeah.
episode.
What a segue.
We're going to do something different today. We're going to talk food, and but we're staying with our dystopian and post-apocalyptic themes. And I asked Dan what he wanted to talk about, and your first suggestion was the safe one.
Right.
This
Vonnegut.
Kurt Vonnegut. You're like, yeah, but that's kind of a cliche thing. I'm like, hey, man, it's cool. We're going to eventually
Still Iowa City.
We're going to eventually talk about Vonnegut. But then it turns out we both really like this one restaurant review. And then you suggested Anthony Bourdain's Detroit episode. And to me, that sounded perfect and a little odd. And I do think
I like
there's
it.
something. Why don't we start with the New York Times review of Guy Fieri.
The evisceration?
Fieri.
Fieri.
Fieri's New York, what is that? Times Square restaurant.
His restaurant.
Guy's American Restaurant Bar and Grill. And
Is it
It's a
still
famous
there?
review.
it's called Not Seen on TV.
Okay.
So why did you why did you want to talk about it, Dan?
Well,
How about that?
you said dystopian was your theme. And actually, I think you might have actually been the one who sort of brought
That's
this
true.
one up. But
I wanted you to say
okay,
something.
Right.
But I was very familiar with the review. I've read it many, many times.
Yeah.
And it's a famous review. When Pete Wells, who was the author of the review, went on Terry Gross, I
Pete
think
Wells.
they spent many minutes talking about this review. It's probably the only review, certainly in the New York Times, that is entirely in questions. The entire thing is a question.
Oh, and it's a question.
It's open questions to Guy Fieri.
Guy
Yeah.
Fieri.
Yes.
Who, by the way, when well, I'll save that for later. But when Tony, what's his name, Anthony Bourdain died, I didn't know who he was really, and I read about it, and I thought I thought it was Tony Fieri that they were talking about.
Okay.
Or no, whatever.
They're very
Guy.
different.
They're very different. But I only knew Guy Fieri from the show.
Right.
And it seems like he has a good time. He has a lot of fun with the chefs. But then when he takes his bite of food, he always gets serious. And he says, I can taste this coming on this. Have you
Right.
guys seen the show?
Yeah.
So I think he put all together, he put a lot of these recipes and stuff together in one restaurant, which he called what was it called? The American...
Guy's
Guy's.
American Bar and Grill.
Kitchen
Or
and Bar.
Kitchen Bar, yeah.
and he put it together in New York, in the square there, in Times Square, and I don't think it worked.
It was a really harsh review, but the whole idea is this celebrity chef, corporate, Times Square tourist, masquerading as not exactly fine dining, but authentic, like
Right.
down home dining, but there's absolutely nothing authentic about it. And that's why I really thought that dystopia was a good lens for this particular review and this kind of eating. It's the next stage after Applebee's and Chili's, which are kind of honest about what they are.
Yeah.
It's like we're just like fast food, but one step more expensive and
We're
a little bit
bringing
better.
it to you, and you're going to tip.
Yeah,
You know.
and that's fine. You know what you're getting, but I feel like there's this new Food Network kind of fueled restaurant, and
Yeah.
this is one of them.
Oh yeah.
And there was a bunch of them because the reviewer Wells mentions a
Mentions all
whole
of them.
bunch of different ones, and it's
But those were all
it's
guys'
really
restaurants.
just what's that?
Those were all guys' restaurants.
All guys
Yep.
restaurants, but there's a lot
There's
of
a
them
ton.
like that, and I know that
You ever been to one?
no,
I've never been to any of those.
Okay,
it
but
sounded pretty wretched.
What
but
about like? There's a famous chef, TV personality. Have you ever been to
Wolfgang
one of those?
Puck?
That's an airport. I don't know if that counts.
I was once at
There's some in California.
in Chicago. What's his name? The
Rick Bayless.
Rick Bayless. I
Yeah.
went to Rick
Okay.
Bayless's, and we sat down. Molly and I
Was
went
it
there.
good?
My wife, the
Okay,
writer
we're gonna
Molly
hear
McNett. We sat down, and they said, thank you.
The author
She would
Molly
love it.
McNett.
We sat down. You have to stand in line because we didn't have a reservation.
Oh, wow.
So they said Rick is in the kitchen,
Ooh.
and he has made 3 dishes.
They say that every night. Just-
Probably. He's made 3 dishes of chili relleno. Should we put you down for one?
Oh.
You got to get it. You have to say right now if you want it. And I was like,
Of
Hell
course.
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's a
Yeah.
high pressure
That's
sales
what I got. I was
tactic
like,
right there.
she said you got to say it right now, and I was like, yes, I want it.
Chili relleno. I don't care what it is.
That Rick
Good.
Bayless made.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was.
I bet you it was great.
It was fine.
I see.
Yeah.
But it wasn't
I didn't really remember the food. I just remember being like, oh shit, what do I do?
a superstar.
The answer is always
made it.
yes.
Yeah.
I have been to a restaurant of a celebrity chef,
Who?
Gordon Ramsay, and I'm embarrassed to say it was in London.
Yeah. Was it good?
Not
la.
particularly. It was a burger place. We desperately wanted to go somewhere else in Covent Garden. We wanted to go to Fat Pundit. I mean, we're dinging a lot today.
All right.
My
This is a reference. This is
Top-
a paid. This is a paid.
It is.
Dan has paid
believe
us
it or not,
$5,000 to promote his book,
it's true.
and so thanks, Dan.
That is all the
Appreciate it.
royalties.
The,
And then some.
yeah.
So we went to go eat there, and they were closed on like Wednesdays.
It's called
And
Fat
Wednesday.
Pundit.
Yeah,
It's a great name.
it's really, and it's Chinese Indian fusion. It's
Wow.
amazing, and I was like,
Seems kinda racist.
I was so let down.
Calling it
Does
fat, and it's
Oh.
like I see a fat
It's
China person.
PHATT.
Oh, okay.
Does that make it better?
No.
Apparently.
I s- I-
So
Never mind.
But
And
so
yeah,
I
we
was
went,
trying to
Wednesdays.
fit Chinaman in it. Like, remember the like it's the wrong nomenclature,
dude.
Nomenclature, dude. Yeah,
That's not the preferred nomenclature.
yeah.
That's what it
that's
is.
it. That's it.
so we went next door because everything else had a massive line, and of course, Gordon Ramsay's burger place did not, and then it wasn't particularly good.
Yeah.
and
Aw.
and it was one of those, like, as I'm watching the episode of Parts Unknown, I think is what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And reading this, it occurs to me that Anthony Bourdain's biggest fear was becoming Guy Fieri.
I think
He-
that's right.
I don't
Huge
think
fear.
he was ever going to become him though, because he
No.
just didn't have the look. Guy Fieri
Not without trying.
is just not a really handsome guy, but so he has to like make up for it by being like a silly guy.
By a
Right.
cartoon character.
Yeah.
And he
He
leans
is.
into it. And he
He
does a
does.
good job with
He
it.
does.
It's fun.
I-
It's a character.
I
just like
liked
Gordon
him.
Ramsay's a character.
I thought
Yeah.
he was like an idiot, but then I saw him like at like a brewery, and I'm just sitting there being an alcoholic and drinking by myself. And
Wait, he was there?
no, he
Oh.
was on TV,
Oh.
but I was like watching him doing some crazy show where people had to run through a grocery store
Oh.
and then grab some stuff and then make
Supermarket
something.
Sweep, but it's the new version.
Yeah, okay, so you guys know about this.
It's Guy's
Lame.
grocery games.
It is.
And
It
so, and then I thought this is stupid. And then like 2 hours later, I'm still watching it. But when he talked, I'm like, he's a cool guy. Like Guy is a cool guy. I liked him a lot.
He did the Joe Rogan show not too terribly long ago, and it was a great interview.
he doesn't seem like a bad guy, but there's a question in this review.
Oh.
At the end. I want to read some of this, by the way.
Oh, yeah,
we
we
got
have
get
to.
some.
No.
Read the line about the nuclear waste in the drink or whatever.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good one, but I want, we can just go through and read our great line, because this is a work of literature, this review, where the reviewer just said, you know what, this was so bad, I do not have to be serious about it. I can just make it into a literary project. So why don't you guys talk while I find... There was something about, were you being serious, or is it just an act?
I do like when he says, "Can
it.
you check on our fries for us?" They still haven't come.
We haven't come yet. Is it all an act? Is that why? Is that why the kind of cooking you celebrate on television is treated with so little respect at Guy's American Kitchen and Bar? Is that the one?
Yeah, that is it. Where
it's here, it's a second page.
He's like going on about like why is it like this and why is it like that, and he goes, or is it an act? Here, I'll read it. When you cruise around the country for your show, diners, drive-ins, and dives, rasping out slangy odes to the unfancy places.
It's beautiful.
Where Americans like to get down and greasy. Do you really mean it? Or is it all an act? That is just thick sarcasm.
It is.
Because it is so obviously all an act. I mean, everything.
As much in the interview that I heard with him, he's like, oh, we had to get weirder and crazier in order to get the attention of, and then they wanted me to do the show, and I didn't really want to do it.
Well, you can see on the show, and I love the show, Diners, Drive-Ins.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can just watch that and just
food porn.
glaze over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like, Flavortown, blah, 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 blah. And then he takes a bite and he's just like, okay, it's the umami. You know, he gets really serious every time. He's like, you know, the pickle is coming on and then the string, blah, blah, blah.
So he does know food.
Of course.
Well, he won that. He won this Food Network contest.
Right.
Do you know that's his?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they did this big contest where every chef in the world, or America at least.
World. Let's go world.
Let's go with the world.
America is the world.
Yeah.
And just here's for the world.
Yeah.
It's a plug. They all kind of did this American Idol kind of thing, but for chef.
Right.
And it came down to 3 finalists, and Guy Fieri ended up winning with his crazy bleach blonde hair and his flames on his shirt, and so yeah.
Huh.
So, okay, let's see.
I was going to read just a little bit about how this feels. The first line is, Guy Fieri, have you ever eaten at your new restaurant in Times Square? That's how it starts, and everything following is a question directed at Guy Fieri. And then at one point, when you saw the burger described as Guy's Pat La Frida, custom blend, all natural, Creekstone Farm, Black Angus beef patty, LTOP, lettuce, tomato, onion, and pickle, SMC, super melty cheese, and a slathering of donkey sauce on garlic buttered brioche. Did your mind touch the void for a minute?
So, donkey sauce comes up later.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Go ahead, tell us what. You could read it, or you could just tell us what the.
Let's see.
What the conceit is.
Am I going to find it? Well, and when we hear the words donkey sauce, which part of the donkey are we supposed to think of?
Yeah, man. I always think of the cum.
That's a donkey show, I guess.
Yeah,
it is.
That's just the very first time I heard that. I'm like, why would anybody call anything like that? But
and I like that. What accounts for the vast difference between the donkey sauce recipe you've published and the donkey sauce in your restaurant? Basically, these are 2 different things.
Oh yeah. It's everything. Every line is funny. What exactly about a small salad with 4 or 5 miniature croutons
I have this one too.
Makes Guy's famous big bite Caesar A, big, B, famous, or C, Guy's in any meaningful sense?
In any meaningful sense is really nice. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So,
So why is it dystopian?
Exactly.
I guess we opened with that a little bit. I just get the feeling that here's how I thought about it earlier today. The USSR kind of had their moment, and then things went bad. And by the end, the idea of going out to eat in the old USSR was like some dank basement with gruel. Everything is gray.
Oh, yeah.
Everything is terrible. I think that this kind of corporate restaurant that is so fake and phony, and you can put Cracker Barrel on that list, and then all this stuff is the dystopian version of what America has to offer. It is, It's bad. We should have less of it. We don't need it. We don't want it, I don't think. And if it continues to take over, I don't want to moralize here, but if every time a Guy Fieri restaurant puts out of business an actual individual restaurant, and we got fine dining, and then you got down home bar and grills, and then there's this mid ground of this kind of stuff, this corporate Granite City.
I'll make an argument about that, though.
What's that?
I'll make an argument about that.
Yeah, we should argue
This was
about
never... This spot will never make money, right?
Oh, really?
Times Square, it's going to cost a fortune. It's about ego more than anything.
Oh. You think, really?
Yeah. And they're
serving 500
bland food.
seats, and they're just like packed.
They're serving
always.
bland food
It's a
because
cavern.
Yeah, and it's people that are coming in from all over the world. They know who this guy is. They have an okay experience eating cold food, the fries of which I'm going to read about. The somewhere within the yawning 3-level interior of Guy's American Kitchen and Bar, is there a long refrigerated tunnel that servers have to pass through to make sure that French fries are already limp and oil-sogged are also served cold?
Yeah, he's great.
Anyway,
It was a bad meal.
So
I argue that they don't. This is not a spot that anybody else with, like a mom and pop restaurant or an aspiring chef is going to take over. It's Times Square.
Sure. And the other thing is that he does is he takes all these little dishes are from restaurants that he's been to.
Seems like a
and if
rip-off.
you talk to people who owns those little mom and pop restaurants that he puts on the Food Network show, they all go out of business after he's done because they blow up. And then they buy another, another brick and mortar spot, or they expand or something, and then it goes away. It's all
What happened to him
brief.
now? See,
there you go. It's
goes
poetic
around, comes
justice.
around, guy.
But when he
literally,
goes
guy.
to a restaurant, the restaurant is going to close in about 12 months. But the best food, the best dish, is going to end up at
He's taking
one
it.
of his. Yeah, it's very American.
That rat fucker.
Wow.
I take everything
That
back
ain't
about
good.
how I thought he was cool before.
I always thought he always reminded me of Sammy Hagar.
Oh, yeah.
And we've talked about Van Halen
We
a
have
few
talked about
times
Van
on
Halen
this.
because
And
I am not a Van Halen fan.
He's not a Van Halen fan, and
Not really either.
But
Nice.
you guys,
Good company.
fuck off. Fuck the hell off. Okay, but there's this great song by some, I don't know, 80s, maybe not early 90s band that was about Van Halen, and it was kind of like Weezer, pre-Weezer. I don't remember their name. I think I mentioned it maybe on a different
You did.
episode. But he's talking about Van Halen, how much he loved it, and then all of a sudden it gets to the part about where Sammy Hagar takes over, and he directly addresses Sammy Hagar, and he says, "Sammy Hagar, is this what you wanted?"
It feels like this is.
I feel like that's exactly one of those.
Yeah.
The question here is: this what you wanted, Guy Fieri? And the answer could be sure, why not? But I can't imagine he's proud of this stuff.
I don't think he does a lot of deep thinking beyond, television production.
I would
I
agree.
don't think he's like thinking about ramifications and Gordon ramifications.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Hey, did
nice.
you try that blue drink?
Look at
the
this.
one that glows like nuclear waste.
That's the one.
The watermelon margarita. Any idea why it tastes like some combination of radiator fluid and formaldehyde? Love that.
That is dystopian.
It really
you
is.
picture a big empty space in the middle of Times Square and you're drinking a giant bowl of radiator fluid and formaldehyde.
I was going with dystopian from the point of view of the servers.
Yeah.
That they seem to realize that this is not a real restaurant.
Right.
That's service. The well-meaning staff seems to realize that this is not a real restaurant. I love that. I
Yeah.
love just like, because they took it very seriously to fill out all of the things that they would normally put in a review.
Right.
And then just, the staff, they're pretty sure this isn't real. Yeah.
That's in the bottom. And how many stars did he give it?
I think
He just said poor.
poor.
Yeah.
Which,
I think he ultimately, at one
It was
point, he
1
does
star.
say there was a dish he liked.
the roasted pork banh mi that resembled none of that, but it was good.
Yeah.
General Tso's
That-
crispy pork shank, he was iffy
He said it was
on.
okay if it wasn't so sweet.
Right.
And then meatloaf, he said, would have
was
been okay without the
some acid.
rice-a-roni.
Yeah. And some acid on the...
If you like this review, I would recommend Pete Wells's review of Per Se, which is like one of those 4-star, 5-star, top-of-the-line restaurants in New York that he went back and re-reviewed and just slammed. It had fallen
Nice.
apart over the years. So there's a bunch of really sort of bad reviews that he did.
Ooh, I like
And
that.
I want to give
I'm
my
gonna be
Pete
a fan.
Wells story. Can I tell you my Pete
Yeah.
Wells story?
Please do.
I wrote a story. I wrote an essay for Details magazine. Kelly, you might remember.
Holy shit.
Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
It was a lad mag back when those existed. It was kind of
Lad
like a
mag. Oh, that
Details
mean
magazine.
guys.
It was like
Guys
it was
read
like GQ. It was like
Oh,
a
yeah, no, I
low-rent
Vaguely-
GQ.
Yeah, okay.
Details, I remember it.
And my friend Blue said the story was about donating sperm in a not donating it, but at a fertility clinic.
Sure.
It's about jerking off in a fertility clinic. The difference between jerking off in a fertility clinic versus doing it at home. That's what the essay was about. And I sent it to.
And there's got to be a difference.
well, there's a huge difference. I mean,
Feels different, right?
It has stealth. You need stealth, but you don't need the secrecy. Anyway, you got to read the article. But he sent it to his friend who was an editor at Details magazine at the time, who was Pete Wells. So Pete Wells got it, and this was before he was the New York Times food critic. Liked it, printed it, and I happened to be in New York when it came out. I went out to eat with him.
Holy shit.
I went out to eat with the New York Times literary food critic.
At Guy Fieri's restaurant.
No.
Damn it.
That
How did
not
it go?
exist at
What
the
was the
time.
dinner like? What was he
It was
like?
a burger place.
Did he like you?
Was he sensual?
It's hard to tell.
Oh,
Did he
I
give
thought,
you
I thought maybe there was more after dinner.
No, it was, and my friend Blue was there. There was
He
a couple
wanted to
of
give
us.
you a hand
but
job.
I always like when Pete Wells comes up. I was like, yeah, I had dinner with the
That's
New York
pretty
Times
awesome.
food
That's a good
critic.
flex.
That's
It's
a good-
amazing.
yeah.
No wonder you were so quick to want to
I got a
talk
story.
about this. I
yeah.
didn't say anything
Oh,
to
I
me.
like that.
Very clever.
Nice guy. Though.
As far as like the dystopian quality of the corporate restaurant scene, I guess, one of the best meals I've ever had, and our friend Sean Chapman also was here with me, and Aaron Baker.
Jeez.
Good old
Wow.
Aaron Baker.
It's a lot of heavy hitters.
Hit big time. We were at Ragbri,
Oh,
a bicycle ride.
Was I not there?
You weren't there. It was the time you stayed back with the guys, and we went to a hotel room.
Oh yeah.
You were there.
and it rained. I
Yeah.
stayed back with Mitch.
It wasn't just
and,
rain.
Chris
It was
Schuh.
Like a
it
big
was a
storm.
tornado.
Yeah.
You had to like
the
go and,
Kaibos got tipped over.
and you had to stay in a basement. And
No. We stayed in our tents. We did
Okay.
not leave the
I thought
campground.
that they're like you had to hang out in a basement a little bit.
They removed people to a church basement, but we didn't go.
they
didn't
recommended
go-
a basement. We thought we'd be fine.
And
We're
so-
right next to the trailer park.
So we're in this like camping, riding a bike across Iowa and camping, and then this one friend of ours goes, "Hey, I rented a hotel room, and anybody want to go with me? There's one other bed." And I was like, "Okay." And so me and Sean and Aaron just take off from the regular route, and we ride for like an hour through Cedar Rapids or somewhere
That
like
was Iowa
that.
City.
No, it was.
It was Webster.
It's Webster. Yeah, it was
Something
where
like-
the red cup comes from.
Yeah, it was some kind of, bullshit.
It was right in the middle of the
It's
state.
like- good old Webster, my favorite place in the world. But we go into like corporate sort of like, strip mall hell, and we ride forever, and we finally get to a Comfort Inn, and we get a shower, and we're like, this is okay.
You showered together.
Together is what.
Weird.
Yeah.
You guys are homophobic. That's what I got to say.
I just think it's unusual.
It is unusual. Somebody you just met. I mean,
Okay. But it was like one of those like Comfort Inn kind of rooms that are really big, and we had room to put our bikes.
it was
And
comfortable.
Sean and I had to Sean and I had to share a bed. But he goes, "Oh, don't worry about it."
Win-win.
And he put a bunch of pillows in between us. He's like, "Don't worry about it. It'll be fine."
Don't even
and I was like, "I'm going to sleep on the floor." He's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll put pillows up."
There's that
He
scene.
goes, "I'm a big guy, but
Where was Baker sleeping?
I sleep small." Baker had his own. He rented it. He goes, "I don't care what you guys do. I got my own bed." And then we just go across the way and ate at an Applebee's.
Oh.
And we're days and days into this bike ride, and
that Ragbri stomach is not a joke.
Oh, really?
And we went to Applebee's,
Yeah,
and it was like cranking air conditioning, and it was like 89 or 98 degrees and humid forever. And we're in the air conditioning, we're showered, and we get like all of like the fucking donkey sauce. Everything.
Was it awesome?
It was so
I'll
good.
bet it was so good.
We were there for like 4 hours. There was a baseball game on TV. We sat at a high top at the bar area, and we ordered like 3 like full courses of everything and ate it all. And it was like, that was the greatest meal I've ever had.
No.
And the fact that it was mediocre did not matter.
No.
Like, if
you could have been in the basement of a police station with Adam Call, Mitch, and myself, and then trucked over
Adam
to
was
the
there.
campsite.
Adam Call.
Call was there.
Mitchell
Professor
Pilon.
Call, Mitchell Pilon, and then Chris Shaw was there, and he had zipped my tent up because I had left the zip open for the storm, so he's kept my stuff dry. I'm forever grateful to you, Chris Shaw. You know it. I tell you every time I see you.
Aw.
Does he listen?
He better.
Okay.
He better now. So that was for all of our listenership. That was a lot of like people that you may not know.
No,
but they're all great people.
Yeah,
they're the best.
You should
people.
know them. Switch over to.
Do you want to switch over now? I don't know. Are there any more lines we want to? I like.
Pete Wells is no longer the food critic at the New York Times. He retired of his own recognizance, and I think that if you look at their food criticism at this point, it's lacking. I mean, he had a real style and a real wit. No, there's nobody who's replaced him.
I want to read one thing before we go.
It's
toward the end. Is the entire restaurant a very expensive piece of conceptual art?
That was amazing.
That kind of goes to your thing that it doesn't make money.
It doesn't make money.
It's just a thing.
Why? Like, you don't put a restaurant in the middle of Times Square and try to make money with it.
Okay. Is the shapeless, structureless, baked Alaska that droops and slumps and collapses while you eat it or don't eat it supposed to be a representation in sugar and eggs of the experience of going insane?
I had to look up what baked Alaska was.
Oh, that's
never had it.
That's old school.
That's because you didn't grow up in the 70s. Kelly and I know it from watching the Brady Bunch and shows like that.
I watched the Brady Bunch.
Well, they had a baked Alaska.
Hey, man.
They did?
Alice made, yeah.
By the way, Dan, you're not the
Kelly.
only one that knows famous people. Calvin Trillin was mentioned in this review. You remember that?
No.
In the New York Times one?
Yeah. Calvin Trillin writes for the New Yorker.
Oh, yeah. I even circled it and wrote, who?
What does he say about it? I know it's.
It said, has anyone ever told you that your high wattage passion for no-collar American food makes you television's answer to Calvin Trillin?
Ooh.
If Mr. Trillin bleached his hair, drove a Camaro, and drank boozy creamsicles? So
Calvin Trillin is a humor writer for the New Yorker. And I met him once at a writers' conference.
Fancy.
I hobnobbed with him a little bit, and when he came on to talk,
that's why they have professors.
I was there.
Elbow
I was
patches.
there trying and failing to promote my memoir, which is a kind of like,
which
you
one
know,
is
my
that?
I
Cloud
get
Break, California.
Nice.
I don't get
it.
along with my dad memoir, you know, and and then Calvin Trillin, after I like hang out with him a little bit and talk, he goes up on stage. And he's the keynote speaker of the whole thing, and he gave this whole thing about how today's memoirists with their sob stories are so pathetic they should, like he had a good childhood, and maybe you should just get some talent if you have to lean on your bad childhood so much. So that's that guy.
You're like, hey, hold on, read the opening chapter, just read it. Oh, come on.
He didn't read my book. If he had read it,
he would have understood.
He wouldn't have said that.
Right.
All that bullshit. So there's that guy. Do you want to? So should we move? Hey, why don't we listen to good old Garza?
I was thinking that.
give, if I can remember which number it is, it's...
Is this a pee break? Because I could really use
yeah,
it.
go for it.
Folks, let's take a break. So while you're topping off your pint, we've got a quick
It's
bit of
only a
housekeeping.
few seconds, but go for it.
If you're enjoying The Moon Underwater, do us a solid. Leave us a good rating and review wherever you listen, Apple or Spotify. It really helps more people stumble into our cozy pub of books, films, and conversation. And don't keep it to yourself. Tell a friend or share the show on your socials. Speaking of, you can find us on Instagram and Threads at The Moon Underwater Pod, YouTube at The Moon Underwater Pubcast, Twitter and Blue Sky at The Moon Underwater, and Letterboxd at TMUW Pod. We're posting updates, extra thoughts, and the occasional pub-related nonsense. So join us there. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or if you just want to say hi, write us at theguys@themoonunderwaterpubcast.com. All right, back to your regularly scheduled pints and paperbacks.
So I got some feedback today from a coworker. They
wait, I just paused.
Oh.
Okay, I'll start again. Okay, go ahead.
I got some feedback from a coworker today. They listened to our Last of Us episode.
Okay.
And basically they apologized to me for how I see the world. And I
What?
you know, I thought to
What?
myself,
What?
I don't remember at all what my take was on that episode.
No. What do you mean they apologized?
It was like, oh, it must be horrible seeing the world like you do. And I'm like,
oh, they didn't like you.
I was like, did I not like it? And then they said it was a great episode. And I was like, I thought it
You know what
was
I-
all right. I didn't like the stupid part where they were driving with the fucking 20-year-old gas. That was dumb.
So he got a bad review. Like,
No, I got
It was
somebody from work who listened who was like, hey, interesting your take on this episode of The Last of Us, but you're wrong. And I was like, did I not like it? I don't remember.
no, you liked it.
I thought I liked it.
He said it was a great episode, but that Steve's he said it was Dan just joined us because he was micturating.
In this fair city.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys are terrible. How long
I
have
was
you been
waiting
empty?
for you to
It's Dr.
like
I have to
finish your
ask.
beer, bro.
Okay.
Come on, don't be shy.
Song is amazing.
I think it was because of
Thank
your
you.
homophobia. Here.
Probably.
This.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, Steve, in the bathroom, that thing we were talking about before, there is a phone number of a place
Got
where
it.
you can get your
I got my pen and I use my hand so nobody sees, especially not him,
whatever.
sees it.
It's right on the wall.
Perfect.
So speaking of
Writing on the
masturbating
wall?
and homosexuality, got Anthony Bourdain.
Let's talk about Detroit.
You know what? He's hot. He's
Whoa.
He's
You got a thing for that fella?
I did
He's
a little
tall.
bit. I'll just say one
He's
thing
tall.
about him. When Donald Trump was first elected in 2016,
Yep.
and I was sort of like, wow, a reality TV guy is president. And I thought, like, I don't know. I'm not into this reality TV guy. I'm like, why not Anthony Bourdain? He's a reality TV guy.
He is.
And then he committed suicide.
Because he didn't want to be a reality
which
TV guy.
totally messed up so many things about
Him being president?
I was him
Sorry.
Put
that,
it
but
into
also him just like he was a great like hero to kind of functioning alcoholics, I think.
Totally.
Until he wasn't.
Because he was a functioning drug addict, and then
Yeah.
he wasn't, and he kept drinking,
Yeah.
and maybe that was not such a good idea.
Yeah. I was really bummed that
He was a good writer too. That book you wrote was terrific.
I never read it. I've been
Well,
wanting
I
to read it.
I only read the excerpts in the New York Times or the New Yorker.
If I haven't
Excuse me.
told you I've read it,
But it's
I
good.
definitely haven't. You can just assume from here on out that I have not read
What
it.
I read in the New Yorker was really good.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
I liked him, and I
him.
like this episode a lot.
Yeah. Me
Oh,
too.
the Detroit episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So we're
think
there.
that show is hit or miss, but the Detroit episode is beautiful.
Season 2, episode
And-
8.
And he doesn't sugarcoat it. He says, I'm not going to say Detroit's coming back because it's not.
No.
I'm not going to say there's,
Yeah.
there's no optimism here. It's gone.
Yeah.
That said.
Have you guys been to Detroit?
Yeah.
I have.
Okay. Survey says. What do you guys think?
I loved it, but I was a tourist. and
When were you there?
I was there last year.
Okay.
I went to the art museum. I stayed in a hotel downtown. And
Yeah.
There was a lot of.
Downtown is very cool,
It's
right?
beautiful downtown.
Downtown's amazing.
I
It's
haven't
small,
seen
but
any
it's-
of the rest of it.
And also, So this is like several years after.
Jim Leland walked into the lobby when I was there.
Wow.
Yeah, he was getting his. Yeah, thank you.
I don't know who that is.
He was getting his number retired, and
Jim Leland is a sports person of some sort.
Sports
he was
ball.
the manager for the
Detroit Tigers.
Oh, yeah.
for decades, I think.
I have some Detroit stories. I don't want to waste them all so early in the discussion.
Don't want to shoot your
It's
load.
not early.
But
Yeah, it's not early at all.
it's later than
You're
you think.
good. Yeah.
The downtown has like fancy restaurants.
So beautiful.
And it's
those
cool.
buildings, those Art Deco buildings.
And I was on a bike ride with a friend, and we rode across the great state of Michigan. And our last leg was from Pontiac into Detroit. And we got there, and we stayed in kind of a really hipster, artsy boutique hotel.
Yeah.
And we just left it was a small hotel room like big cities tend to be. We left our bikes outside. We're like, this is Detroit. And they're like, they'll be fine. And we left these kind of expensive bikes locked up with a lock that you could cut with, a little more than a scissor,
And you walked the rest of the way home.
And we didn't. Nobody was going to mess with it because you realize, the downtown. The thing about Detroit, nobody's fucking there.
No.
It's not that there's a bunch of criminals there. Nobody's fucking there.
Well, there's maybe tourists downtown at the most, right? Like down in Greektown, and I was
Jack
there.
White has a bookstore that about that.
Yeah. No, I didn't know that he had one.
Oh, it's great. It's
he's read a book. That's good.
he has a bookstore, music thing, kind of museum too. Jack White.
Yeah.
Is that where he's from?
I think so.
Oh,
seems like it.
I didn't know that.
Or maybe he just
Indiana.
wanted to invest in it.
I don't know why, but
Yeah. Anyway, I've said enough.
I'm
going to go home.
I went for work, and I was delivering these training classes for the software that I work with, and people were talking about how rough the city was, and I'm out in the suburbs, and I went downtown one of the nights, and I was like, this is great. Like, I'm driving, holy shit. And they go, when did you go? I was like, I left it. I went over to Canada. I left at like 6 or 7. They go a little earlier next time. And the drive from near the airport to downtown, it looked like a bomb went off.
Yeah.
But there's some charm to that. Like I thought the people were awesome. I fucking loved the food. So in this episode, he talks about the Coney dogs, and I was watching it with my wife Anna, and I'm like, oh my god, these are the best.
Anna.
This is so good. And Anna's like, that
Anna,
it really, yeah.
Even Bourdain has a little trouble eating it with finesse. Like he gets a little shit smeared
And then
on
he
his
orders
face.
a second.
Gets a second
I
one.
like
so
that he
great.
says, if I were from Detroit, would I eat this with a fork and knife, or would I? And he goes, you would eat it with your hands.
Yeah.
Goes, okay. And so here's my other story. I used to live in Kalamazoo.
Oh.
And I had a friend who's a Michigander there, and he was big Detroit Tigers fan. I'm a baseball fan. And not going to ding the Tigers or baseball
Or Jim Leland.
It's getting out of hand here. The dinging.
It's never in hand.
It's your
I
show.
don't think.
Okay.
You can use mine if you want. He might slap you.
But we ended up going to a couple of Tigers games, but the first one was sort of a day game. I remember we drove from Kalamazoo, and we get there, we park, and this would probably have been like 2005 or something.
It's a good year for baseball if you remember the World Series.
Maybe it wasn't that year.
White Sox. Oh, okay. I thought Marlins. No, that was 2004.
That was a bad year.
No, 2004 was.
That was the year of A.J. Przinsky, the fucking biggest
Yeah,
asshole.
remember the Angels?
The
when he
biggest
did the
asshole in
Angels?
baseball.
The greatest player of all time.
Oh, God. I won't even watch a broadcast if he's on it. But anyway, we go to Detroit, and we get there, and they have no ringing. Anybody on the Black Sox. Where we go there, and then they have a stadium that's a modern stadium, and right around it, like just barely, ringing it, is like corporate sort of like, investment.
Yeah.
Like retail.
2 more blocks.
And then not 2 more.
Yeah.
Just immediately outside that, it becomes an absolute wasteland of people just lying on the street going through, their drug withdrawals.
I was going to say various stages of dying of heroin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's just
like-
that, and
yeah.
and these skyscrapers that are empty,
Yeah.
and that are full of just people living there, and that the police or firefighters will not step foot in them.
Right.
Like somebody told me that, and we wandered around and we found this little dive bar that was right next to a Coney dog place, and we ordered a beer in a bucket, and the buckets were like from Home Depot, and they said Home Depot on them
love
instead
that.
of the branded
I love it.
And we're there, and at first they were really suspicious of us because we were outsiders, but as soon as they realized we were there to drink, they liked us.
All good. Yeah.
And prostitutes were wandering in, and the bartenders would run them off like, leave these guys alone.
Wait, how
And-
much?
Well, there could have been that, but it wasn't.
These guys
it was
aren't
cheap.
interested in women. Move on.
It was, it was the lowest cost of
Oh.
prostitute. It was, anyway, we got hammered, and the night went on, and we
you
had
drove
Coney
home.
dogs, and it was great. And I love Detroit.
It wasn't like a Four Seasons
Yeah,
or a
the,
Vegas prostitute where you get propositioned.
And I remember the Detroit lost to the Angels. Vladimir Guerrero hit a home run into third.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it was great. Like
I
a
remember-
line drive that barely went over the third baseman's head somehow went over the fence.
But
That's
then
a
the
great
White
little
Sox
stadium they've got there.
Is it? No, I was
talk
going to say
about
the White Sox beat them then and I'm a Cubs fan. The White Sox beat the Angels in the ALCS, did they not?
Very badly.
Yeah.
Fuck
yes.
What?
off.
Like
They won the
didn't
first game and then were at that point swept out.
we got a phone call from a friend who lived in Anaheim or near there and was shit talking.
It was AJ
friend of my
Krasinski
parents.
cheated. That's
And
how the whole thing.
Was he getting the signals from the outfield like
No.
No,
That's
he
what the
pretended.
Yeah. How
It
many
was that
times have they
thing
done
where he
that?
pretended.
He didn't pretend. There was
that-
an error on the catcher.
No, okay.
Let's rejudicate this.
Wait, yeah, hold on. I don't know
Error
the
on
story.
catcher. You're supposed to throw the ball to first base and tag him out. He didn't. do
Okay,
it.
the ball was a low strike 3.
That's right.
Przinski started walking back to the dugout. The
And then he
catcher,
turned around.
he's called out right there by the ump, and then he throws, and then it was 3 outs.
Yep.
The catcher rolls it back to the
Allegedly.
pitcher, and then Przinski starts running to first, confusing the ump. And you know how smart those people
Fine.
are. And he goes, "Oh, okay, yeah, I guess you're safe since you ran."
Dave
and
Eddings was the
and
ump.
It must have been dropped.
and it must have been dropped because you ran, even though you were already
Smartest
rocking.
play ever.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what people from this area say.
I was happy,
I
by
think
the way,
it's-
for the White Sox in that year. As a Cubs fan, I'm like,
Thank you.
any World Series in Chicago is good with
That's
I
that.
like
right.
seeing how
And
terrible
as a
they
White
are.
Sox
I
fan,
think
when
they
you
should.
guys won your World Series, I was
You were
miserable.
pissed. Yeah.
I couldn't be happier
What a
this
team.
year to have.
I was happy
I bought my
about it all.
first Brewers hat this year.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
I love the Brewers.
it's a good stadium.
When I was a kid, they were in the American League.
They were. They played against the White
That's
Sox.
right, and
Yeah.
So we used to go to Milwaukee and watch them.
County
play.
Stadium. What
So
a
much
dump.
fun. It was great though.
Oh,
It wasn't
man.
any better than Comiskey. I mean, Comiskey.
New,
was not
Comiskey,
great.
old Comiskey was pretty dumpy. New one has great food.
I think so
and
too. I
it's
love it.
Really good.
I take my
and
kids
they,
there a
and they
couple
want to
times
go elsewhere. They want out.
That's because Reinsdorf is an asshole.
He is an asshole.
He's
he ruined the Bulls.
apocalyptic.
He is.
He ruined the Bulls. He ruined the White Sox. It's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
He's ruining sports.
You guys, you two,
Sports ball.
might as well start making out.
Yeah. Get a room, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know.
I
You
got
guys
my
have
notes.
things to say. You have things
This
to say.
Bourdain
Come on.
stuff. I want to say that
Just read through your notes.
the
quickly.
Detroit. Okay, starts with every they make America world great, America dream, empty buildings, post-apocalyptic, 700,000 people. Oh, they start with that thing about the skyscraper that was sold for $5 million.
Yeah.
$5 million.
We could have
for an
gotten
entire
$5 million
Yeah.
for a skyscraper.
I mean, we could just put it on YouTube,
right.
and
Yeah.
then
we couldn't pay the taxes or
I
the
also wanna
utility
say-
bills.
It reminded me of Rockford, which is we've talked about it earlier.
$5 million.
That building that they show in the beginning that was a factory. That
Yeah.
it looks
The Packard
just like-
factory.
is that yeah?
Yeah.
It looks just like a lot of buildings in Rockford currently that
Oh,
you
yeah.
go through. So Rockford is sort of like this sort of post-apocalyptic, but never had its moment. It's like Detroit, but it never had its
Yeah.
moment. And I don't know. It's
just like Detroit.
just
But
like
it's
Detroit.
smaller. Isn't it a little bit smaller?
Quite a bit.
Okay.
There's 100,000 people in 150,000 people in Rockford.
150.
Yeah,
All
but
right.
we have abandoned buildings and
So there is 645,000 people in Detroit now, according to my Googling earlier.
Rockford's going to
There
catch
was
them.
2 million at its height. Like, that's a lot
That would
of
have been
people.
Chicago-sized at that time.
Yeah.
Right? Like
It was the most important city in America for a while. And this episode starts off with that. Like, that is where
okay, why? Do we
Automobiles
know
were
why they
big.
chose Detroit? I'm a car guy. I have no idea why.
I think because they could get the shit on the water.
I-
and get
yeah,
it
that's
out
what I was
fast
thinking.
Back
Yeah.
in the day, yeah.
And it was, I think it's one of those stories of pride. And they kind of own the world.
Yeah.
And here's the story. This may not be true. I've heard conflicting reports of how true it is. But Detroit had all of the political capital. They had all the money. They were on top of everything. And they lobbied, particularly the tire companies, lobbied the U.S. government, the federal government, to rip out all of the public transportation in every city in
heard
America
that. Yeah.
so that they could just build freeways and so that the automobile could be the only way
What could go wrong?
you could go. You could, and now look at Detroit. Like, instead of just saying, "Hey, cars are great, but hey,
So are trains."
build some trains too."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, we're fine. No, we need to wipe out all the enemies, and then
They probably got rid of any kind of engineering that dealt with trains at Michigan and Michigan State. We just no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they probably murdered them. Probably
Probably definitely.
yeah.
I think that is correct. I mean, I think that is verifiable. That the auto industry actively went after
Oh yeah.
transport railroads and stuff, and that's why we're in the pickle that we're in at the moment.
yeah.
I want to go back to the factory.
Yeah.
I have ridden in a Packard before.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
34 Packard Phaeton,
no shit.
fully
So
restored.
it starts off.
You're
with
like a
this-
magnificent
this
Ampersand.
abandoned.
Yes.
Just so for the viewers who haven't seen it.
Oh, them.
Yeah.
They're here. Hey, how's it going?
Well,
Nicely done.
they show this kind of abandoned and factory where this one weird guy lives in it.
Yeah.
That guy is a trip.
Wait,
He's
so
cool.
he doesn't explain how he's living there. I think he just sort of showed up. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, look,
Oh yeah.
it's pretty nice not having a car payment or having to pay a mortgage or rent.
Yeah.
And I'm like, got it.
Yeah.
And he's got a Jesus shirt on.
Yeah, he's
That was
just
nice.
a homeless guy, but yet his home is the Hewlett-Packard factory, which was closed
No,
in the
the Packard factory.
1950s.
Not
You're not
Hewlett-Packard.
Hewlett-Packard.
Oh,
Packard
Hewlett-Packard is a
computers.
computer Packard.
Right. I love that the guy is walking up the stairs at one point with no guardrails.
I wouldn't have caught that.
That was
And-
scary.
Yeah, keep drinking. Get better.
Look at this guy, man. Mr. Sobriety here is like,
the picture of sobriety. Well, so they're walking up these totally destroyed stairwell.
Amazing.
And he leans down, and Anthony Bourdain sort of laughs.
and he's back.
And
Bourdain's nowhere near the edge.
No, but the old guy leans down, and he picks up a can and just throws it over the edge and keeps walking.
Yeah.
And Bourdain's just kind of like,
Yeah.
like, all right, and
Yeah.
they continue. There was some of the visuals. I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. Like the destroyed. They've got the lights on the buildings to like light them up, and there's the graffiti all over them, and they're totally destroyed. I'm like, yeah, it's not Pompeii yet. Like it's still
It's Pompeii without the volcano.
it
It's-
is.
There's a beauty to it.
I
I
agree.
think.
I agree, but
Yeah.
part of it I was like,
It's like
it's a little too
ruined.
soon, Like
Yeah. We're not there yet.
yeah.
I
But
mean, I don't know if you want to jump ahead to the end, but it sort of closes with those guys who are just showing up at parks and mowing the lawns. And
Love
stuff like
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there, I mean, even though he keeps saying there's no hope here and there's
there's
no
totally
future,
hope.
he's got the guy who is running a restaurant in the pop-up restaurant,
Yeah.
the fancy
Yeah.
restaurant, and I love that. I don't know who the guy was, the writer who had the Pulitzer Prize. He's
Yeah.
just like, it's an egg on an egg. And he
Yeah.
pours his drink into the soup, and he's just like, let's
Yeah,
see
that
how
guy
this
was
Oh
great.
yeah, he poured the gin into this
Yeah,
soup.
It's like, let's see how that
Yeah,
tastes. He's like,
that
it's
pissed
good.
off Bourdain. But the guy was a drinker too, and you know what
Yeah.
I loved? So Bourdain hangs out with this guy who's a writer. He's a journalist
Yeah.
who is a Detroit guy, and he moved back. And so he became Bourdain's like hangout guy, and they obviously kind of hung together pretty well. And that guy is like pure Detroit. He's driving around, he knows everybody, and they go to a liquor store and buy some bottles of Beck's beer.
They do.
And they're just sitting on the side of the street drinking. I'm like, we don't see that enough on food shows.
We really don't.
Yeah, I think that is. It looked like a lot of fun.
It was very cool.
It looked like a lot of fun. And they went to somebody's house that just serves pupusas, like this Salvadoran sort of house
they
turned into a restaurant.
They couldn't say where it was because it's illegal.
They couldn't show the woman.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was cool, but
I'd
it
eat
also
there.
seemed a little much. I don't think the feds were going to come raid her house.
Probably
but
not.
I don't know.
But I would like. That's the kind of thing you go to a city like Detroit as a tourist, and you're like, "Hey, man, there's this like lady's house that serves this Salvadoran food," and like, "All right, let's do it."
I loved the people in Detroit. I thought they were super kind, and like people wanted me to have a good time while I was there, even though they're like, "Oh God, this city sucks." And I'm like, "You say that, but you want me to have the time of my life when I'm here. I had a great time. I'm going to go tell everybody that, hey, it's not Detroit-lit anymore, all right? And the airport's amazing.
Detroit-lit. I never heard that
Detroit-lit,
before.
yeah. And the airport's also amazing. High on my list of important things.
I don't mind the airport.
Yeah, it's good.
I've never been in it.
Oh, it's really good.
I had wings there once, I was going to order
At the
them
airport?
Or just in Detroit.
Detroit Airport.
Oh, both.
And I asked, I'm like, "Oh, wait, are these breaded?" And she's like, "Yes." I'm
Are they
like, "No, I don't
ethically
want them."
killed?
And she was offended. You shouldn't be breading wings.
Yeah, you should.
But at the airport,
Yeah, that's true. Maybe I was being a little bit, but they're also $19. $29
Of course,
or $35 or
Sure.
something like that.
So maybe for me, the Detroit connection is that I'm originally from Buffalo, New York.
Oh.
And there's some similarities, though Buffalo never got as big. There was, Pierce Arrow, which was super luxury cars. They were built in Buffalo. All that's gone. But Buffalo's sort of undergoing a resurgence because people don't want to go spend a whole bunch of money on homes anymore.
Oh.
And so digital nomads like myself are choosing to move to Buffalo and deal with the winter.
Okay.
Which it's bad. Winter's bad enough here, but everybody in Buffalo be like, "Oh man."
What is a
it's
digital
rough."
nomad? That means you could work
You work
anywhere, but
anywhere.
you're
Yeah.
here but you got to have a computer so you
Yeah.
can Okay.
I like that the computer's here in your hands.
This is a
This
computer.
is a
isn't it?
computer. I'm more like this.
You're like what? Let me
like
see.
this.
Oh, yeah,
here,
yeah.
out there in front, and
That's a good
I've
computer.
got an ergonomic keyboard. So I'm out like that,
So
and
you
I
don't
and I
have the
can move
carpal
it.
tunnel?
Yeah, I mean, hopefully I won't
Okay.
get it, but yeah, for me, there's certain companies that I have talked to in the past. They want to pay you by zip code, so if you live somewhere more expensive, they'll pay you more money.
Oh shit.
Yeah, mine doesn't do that, so I still live here.
Wow.
But yeah, it's one of those.
Interesting.
So then there's
If you
the
have
companies
Brooklyn
that don't.
zip code, you get more money than if you have a
Right.
Rock Island zip code.
Exactly, and
Huh.
so then there's.
It's almost egalitarian, though. I can almost
Right?
I get it, sort of.
No, it's not.
It's the same job.
because the thing is, if you live in an expensive place, you're getting services.
Are you getting more
Beyond
services?
what
Or you're
you
getting
get.
more entertainment.
I'm gonna go with that.
Restaurants, public transportation, vibe. There's a reason why some places are expensive and some places are cheap. And I feel like an employer shouldn't, be in the job of deciding
This is a cool place, or this
where
is not,
you
yeah.
should
I guess.
live, because they're really just taxing the cheaper places by changing your
Right.
wage based on where you live.
I was like, no, that's not how it works. Like I can live anywhere. I
Yeah.
choose to live here, and if
Yeah.
I travel, it's paid by someone else, so I get to go. Like that's fine. All right, I do want to switch topics though.
All right.
Are we done with Anthony?
I have some
Tony
notes.
Bourdain.
I want to talk my notes.
All right.
Real quickly. I'm going to go through them because I took the notes.
Reading
and
like
so
Dan
now
did.
I'm going to say them. when I watched it, it was on HBO.
I like that you're hiding the notes so we can't know what's coming.
No, it's that Dan was looking over my shoulder.
It was. It was great. I was hoping
He's
to.
very
I was going to be like, it was on HBO.
It was.
I have the HBO with ads. You can look it up. And
I
it
pay for
started
the free
off
one.
with a hangover
Me too.
cure. One of those like nutrition drinks that you drink before drinking so that you don't get a bad hangover or the next day. Like,
I'm willing to try that for science.
well, it was an ad for that,
Okay.
which I thought was interesting that
Because it was going to Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, so there's that. Bourdain himself said this is post-apocalyptic when he
did.
looked around.
I have the notes.
So we got that.
Yep.
There's this urban kind of urban planning thing called the Strong Towns, and they say that Detroit is the canary in the coal mine. They're just ahead of every other city in America in terms of because they got rich faster.
Yeah.
But every city in America, they say, has the same financial problems that killed Detroit.
Right.
And that every single one of them is going to hit a point where they cannot pay for their pensions, for their road construction, and that they're
Detroit.
all just going to have to call bankruptcy.
Yeah. I look at Detroit and I see Chicago, and that really, that's a tough pill to swallow.
There's that William Gibson line that the future is just not evenly distributed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the future is here. It's just not evenly, right? Bourdain talked about wallowing in ruin porn.
Yeah.
On that bike ride.
And then
From-
he
He
did
wasn't
it,
gonna do
though.
it, but
He
then he
did
did,
it.
yeah.
He
And
fucking did it. That
and he's-
annoyed me.
But he said he did it. He said, we're doing it.
He's like,
Yeah.
we're people that get their wedding pictures taken here, they hate that locally. And then I'm like, what are you doing? You're
But
doing
I
the same
have
thing.
seen pictures taken in that location.
Okay.
Like, I recognized it.
Yeah.
I don't need. Yeah. I mean,
You've been over to that guy's house. That's,
I've seen
Sorry.
model pictures. I also do some modeling on the side. And we did some
perfect.
shots there.
yeah.
So when I was riding from Pontiac on that bike ride
That's a car.
to Detroit, and that was the first time I realized that like Eminem's 8 Mile was, I
road.
get it. Those are how far
Yeah.
away it is from downtown.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
those are. But we rode in, and it was like a 50-mile ride. It was all downhill. It was really easy, but it was absolutely shocking how the miles outside of the Detroit core were empty. It looked like he called it Chernobyl,
Yep.
and it seemed like
It's a
like some
good
kind of a
comparison.
bomb went off that killed everybody. There was nobody there, except you would see some like creepy lurkster just like behind a bush watching you go like mad. It was eerie as fuck, but we were also riding through like a 4-lane road highway, just riding down the middle of it on bicycles because there are no fucking cars because there was nothing and there was nobody there. It was really weird and really cool
and very much dystopian for that
Yes.
reason. Look at that. We made the connection.
So he mentioned ghost gardens, how people's like rhododendrons or something would come back up.
They come back up because they're perennials
Yeah.
and stuff like that. We have that by us. The people, elderly, like old ladies, plant their gardens and stuff like that. And then when they die, the gardens keep coming up. It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's awesome.
They're like ghost gardens. Is that what he said?
That's
gardens?
ghost gardens, what they called it.
I call them ghost gardens.
The collard greens on that like
Oh my God, did those look
that
good?
food looks so
that
good.
looked
It looks so good.
crazy good.
Right.
All that like ham hock and stuff, and then the lady's like, "I'm not going to give you my secret."
Yeah.
I like that.
She was adorable.
She was great.
And
that food looked
Anna's
really
like,
good.
what are collard greens? I'm like, I don't know, but I love them.
Yeah.
Like they're
They're
really-
just weeds off the side of the road that you cook with a bunch of like
So
pork
good.
and butter and
Yeah.
they
and you got to
looked
cook them like an
amazing.
hour because they're so tough. But
Oh, they looked so good.
there was when they showed a shot of like a whole bunch of like Mormon missionary kids riding bicycles with their Mormon. It made me like the Mormons.
Oh,
I like
they
the
rode bikes.
I like them. I like the Mormons in a lot of ways.
All right.
In some ways, I don't like them.
more than one wife seems like a real hassle. I'm not gonna lie.
I like
One's plenty.
That's true, and also having to wear the sacred garment, you can never take it off.
That I like.
Oh
yeah, gets very kind
Gets
of
your own
pungent.
stink to it.
Yeah. The stink. Yeah, I like the Mormons though. I feel like they're,
Yeah.
they got it figured out. The rest of us we'll be there eventually. And then my last one is the mowing thing. Bourdain pulled out a beer at one point.
Yeah.
While he was mowing.
Nobody else had a beer.
He's a drinker.
Yeah.
I think the one guy, he goes to the bar, he orders a beer. He's like, I thought you were a drinker.
Yeah.
He goes, what are you drinking? He's like, vodka. On ice. He's like, okay, I'll have one of those.
Yeah.
You can
And he's
tell
like,
him.
we're going to get a burger too, right? And the guy's like, no, I guess.
Why? Yeah, I guess.
I'll wait then.
But
I
he
like
pulled
that
out
guy.
a beer, and it looked like it was a green bottle of beer, or can of beer.
Yeah.
And I thought it was Revolution Anti-Hero.
Which is a Chicago beer.
Yeah, I don't know if it was that, but it looked
just
that
like
to me.
it.
It was kind of an IPA. It's a pale ale. But you know Revolution.
Yeah. I
Oh,
like Anti-Hero a lot.
Me too.
But
I thought it might
I
be
didn't
that.
notice it in the episode.
That's it. Those are all my points.
All right.
Thank you.
I do. We have a couple more. And I'm thinking, whoa.
Oh, wow. You could do that for yourself?
Yeah. No, it's
didn't
just
know
the
that.
bar.
He does
What
that
else
during
do you have?
class.
No, the people at the
actually.
bar just started
He
doing
has the
that.
soundtrack. He brings us to class.
Could
He's
you
been
do crickets?
No.
Oh.
I mean, if I found the cricket thing, but
I really
that's
want crickets.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the picnic review from Miami.com.
Okay. Okay, tell us.
Well,
What's the
so
cricket
this was you sent this, yeah? Did you not send this?
I didn't get that.
No.
Oh.
I'm sorry, man.
You
I
sent
think
me a link with this, and this was in
I
it.
think there was like a bunch. I was looking for the as not seen on TV
Because
thing.
one of them, I was like, this is a good review. Like, they're not, like, this seems like a really good restaurant.
So, Steve, you did more of reading than. No,
There's a
I
first
was
for
just
everything.
looking for a PDF where you not behind a payroll. And
I paid for the other article. And I was like, oh, he sent a link.
You
There's
paid?
more.
There's a budget here?
Well, $4.99 a month for the New York Times.
la la.
$4 a month. $4.25 with tax. And so I was like,
I pay for the New York Times.
I'll go ahead and
Tell us
I'll
about
do
it then,
that.
Yeah.
since we didn't read it. I'm sorry, man.
Well,
Didn't mean to.
it was a restaurant in Miami called Picnic.
Who wrote it?
VNAHMAD.
And how do you pronounce it? Burn.
Namad. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I did all right. So they start out by giving the review and saying that it's offering American greasy foods, greasy spoon food in a not so greasy spoon setting with a little bit of polish. Huh? Despite a shaky concept that includes breakfast for dinner, I stopped right the fuck
I
there.
love that.
Because breakfast for dinner
It's awesome.
is amazing.
Yeah.
And I was like, already I don't trust this review.
We used to do that for our kids like once a week.
Of course.
Like, but breakfast for dinner, they would love it.
Yeah, pancakes, come on out. So they go through that it was so loud you had to shout because they had movies going on.
I'm not a breakfast for dinner guy. I mean,
Too bad.
I thought you were cool.
If somebody is serving it, I would eat it. But it just, I feel like
Are you a breakfast for breakfast guy?
somebody's got to fucking follow the rules. Why do you have the rules if you're not gonna?
This isn't numb.
I don't.
I mean, I do.
It's our
I think
third
like, hey,
Lebowski reference.
pancakes,
It's pretty good.
breakfast,
Yeah.
enchiladas, dinner. You don't fucking mix them. That's all. And I know it's arbitrary. I get it.
Chilaquiles.
You can have anything you. Chilaquiles are great for breakfast, and yet
You
they're
could
nachos.
have them
aren't
later
they?
in the day.
But they're like, I just think that I can, but that doesn't mean I should.
That's
feel
making
like
chips for breakfast. That makes no sense. Tortilla chips.
it's a breakfast item.
It's
Steve.
dinner for breakfast.
It
it's the opposite of
It is-
breakfast for dinner.
It is a
Chemistry
breakfast.
between these two is
It's just a
amazing.
breakfast item. That's all there is to it. And
So
no,
much more.
there isn't any kind of like guiding principle. It's just you eat some shit for breakfast, some shit for dinner, and other things for lunch. And I think that we just need to draw some boundaries
Have you had
because
the breakfast
otherwise,
pizza at Casey's?
It's really good.
I have,
good.
and
It
I've
is.
had it for breakfast, but because it's breakfast.
But once you
pizza.
eat it, you don't need to eat
got-
anything else.
it's got eggs.
It's an all-day food.
It's all eggs.
And
no,
bacon.
I
There's
don't eat
bacon
it
on
for
there.
dinner. Somebody tried to serve that for me for dinner. I would eat it and then just hate them.
Give them a 1-star review.
Just the rest of my life, I would
Half a
think they were
star.
just
Did
sort
you
of
think you were serving me breakfast? Question. What about the eggs? Did you think those were good? Question.
Yeah.
I would think that.
I can picture the review right now.
Yeah.
Well, so this.
But
this
go
was-
ahead with
this
your
was fascinating with the thing that
bullshit.
nobody else read. This was fascinating because I was like, well, is this place still open? So I looked it up. They are not still open.
Oh.
And the other review it was 7 days after this. It was somebody was like, well, I'm going to write this. It's my 100th review before they close because this place was terrible. And
Yeah.
they said all the same stuff. They're like, it was super loud. We asked 3 times for the music to get turned down, but they returned several times for more food and then wrote the review. It's like they didn't just give you the benefit of the doubt. You know, they gave you the benefit of the doubt. They came back and again, and it sucked all 3 times.
Wow.
And
That's
it
a lot of work.
It reminds me of a place here that's no longer open that they just opened. They used to, the family owned a different restaurant in town. I will not name it. I'll name it. We'll beep it out.
Do you know what it is?
No.
And they had duck on the menu. I love duck.
Yeah.
And so
yeah.
we go over, and it's like the first week after they opened this new restaurant. They got the other one that was like the stalwart, been around forever. And so we go over to this new one. And it's over on the other side of the river, and order the duck. They come back to the table. Yeah, we don't have the duck. Oh shit. Okay. Well, we'll order something else. And the food was all right. We went back again.
Didn't have the duck.
Ordered the duck, and we just ran out, which was the same story.
They
as
never had duck.
we went 3 times.
Yeah.
They never fucking had duck.
Ducks are hard to catch.
They are.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
not if you go to the
They go to the
local
butcher
park.
shop. Yeah.
I mean, they're all over the fucking place.
They
man.
are.
It's easy to find a duck.
Yeah. So, you know,
What's the name of the place?
I can't.
Wait, is it open or not?
One of the original restaurant is still open, but though I don't think they own it.
Barrel something.
The Barrel House,
It's
not
the
it.
Barrel House?
No.
Oh.
Barrel House is pretty good.
Yeah. No duck though.
Definitely no duck. They wouldn't bother to put it on the fucking
No,
menu.
they
They're
wouldn't
smarter than that.
because they're just like, nah.
It's a burger joint. It's wings. it's-
Everything we serve comes from our Cisco distribution truck. And
You
that's-
think at,
Yeah.
at Barrel House? Really?
I
They're
think so.
raising their own cattle, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's that fancy, but it's like, you
No.
know, I like
I
Barrel
get it.
House.
Yeah, me too. I think it's good.
I do too.
But it doesn't pretend to be. You know the Barrel House.
Yeah, I've been there.
Yeah.
It doesn't pretend to be anything else.
Rockford. Do they have them in Rockford?
No, it's just.
But you
I
just-
don't remember
you're-
when I used to ride bikes with you guys.
You're
Remember I used
like
to
a
come in?
QC guy, practically.
Well,
Really?
There was a time when I considered getting the mug club at on the river there. What was it?
Yeah.
called?
Blue
Great
Cat.
It was Great River.
Oh.
Great. No.
Great River Brewery.
No.
I go Blue Cat.
No. It was the one. It's like the
Bear
Freight
River.
House. Freight
Bear-
House.
Oh, Freight House. Yeah.
What was that
Oh,
called?
Front Street.
Front Street.
Front Street's
I almost
great.
got the
Holy-
mug club.
Oh.
I was here so
Good
much
food at Front Street,
that
too,
I
I might
almost.
add.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Front Street a lot.
Yeah, good
Is that where
burgers.
you the duck?
No.
Okay.
No, it wasn't them.
I remember when you were talking about those guys keep going back to the same restaurant to give it a terrible review. It reminds me of Woody Allen's thing about this place. The food is terrible and the portions are so small.
Yeah.
The service is so bad, you don't mind the wait?
I
I
guess
figured
so. I
that should
don't
be
know.
the next line, right?
That'd be. I guess
Food's
that's good.
terrible. Yeah, but the portions are so small. I do like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Are we?
Are we calling it?
Just,
Oh shit. Do you dance?
thanks everybody.
We've
Thank
never
you,
been
Dan.
standing up.
Thanks for
I've
being
listened to this a lot. I've never seen it on the YouTube.
I
So
guess.
I don't know if you dance when it's on.
No. What
Because
do we
we're
do?
sitting, and that's awkward white guy sitting
Oh,
dancing,
right,
and that
right.
doesn't work.
And we're
I'm
standing.
just squirming because I have to piss so bad by
Do
the
you
time.
really?
No.
Oh,
All right, right
I thought
now.
you
I
meant right
do.
now.
Right now, yeah.
Oh.
I want to urinate right
does.
here. I want to get a bleacher buddy
bleacher buddy.
for these podcasts because yeah.
We go so long.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
See y'all.
That's it.